Alright, we should be able to hear it. Good. Alright. Where we left off, we had just finished at the hospital. We had just finished at the hospital. We came back to the NYPD to store stuff, to get upgrades and all of that stuff. Now, we were supposed to talk to somebody, I believe, in the captain's office before we left here. So let's do that. And then I'm pretty sure we're heading to the museum now, because we found Dr. Clamp is behind a lot of stuff. Some time ago, a doctor that was a hospital fired for selling off patient records. We know that. Melissa was seen going... Okay, we read that too. Eve? I knew he was a part of this. We'll split up here and search the entire city. Eve and Plant must be meeting soon. We must hurry. It'll be too late once the ultimate being is born. I'll go snoop around some more for any info. Brought you a walkie-talkie so we can keep in touch. I'm counting on you too, Mr. Scientist. Whoa. We'll all split up and look for Eve. We can find any trace of her. You call for backup. Weren't you going to stay here, Daniel? And push papers all day? You're kidding me. What will we do? Let us know if anything comes up. Yes, okay, I got it. Okay, so we gotta head to the museum. That's the obvious next step here. Go to where he was. Oh, day 5. Okay. We were pretty close to the transition for that. Yes, we will go ahead and save our progress. Okay. We might finish this today. I'm not sure. Okay. Chinatown. That's a new one. I guess let's check the museum. I think it wants us to go to Chinatown, probably. That's a new place. But we'll see. Let's go to the museum first. Go to where he was, and maybe it'll give us some information on where he went. Okay. Doesn't look like we can get in. Okay, never mind. Guess we're going to Chinatown. Okay. So much for that. That's the only new place. I'm through my paperwork and can talk. Very nice. The new emotes and everything. Thank you. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, is I'm trying to work on improving the channel and everything. Speaking of which, I need to turn my light on. You guys can see me a bit better. There we go. We got new panels down below. We've got new emotes. We got new bit badges. We got new sub badges. All of that stuff. So, very excited. Come here? No. What do we have equipped? Good. Okay. Alley over here. I think I see a box. PE1. Perfect. It's going to give us more or quicker. It says PE defense. I guess that's defense against other other things parasite powers, but oh, what do we got? What are we fighting? Anything new? Looks like weird multi-tailed rat dogs. Okay. They also seem to be a bit more durable than our previous enemies. Okay. Okay. We'll take all of that. Thank you. Let's go ahead and heal with a parasite power. There we go. Can we go in this door? No, I'm guessing that's not a door then. I'm sure we're probably gonna miss some items hidden in here. Okay, I can't see anything, so I'm guessing there's nothing there. Alright, up the road we go. Alright, what are we facing now? More of those things or something else? Okay, we got snakes. Okay, that's not bad. Obviously we want to target the multi-tailed thing because it has ranged homing attacks, so... Okay, we're gonna switch weapons here to conserve some ammo. And the next thing we're going to do is use a detox. Smack. Got cure poison, that's good. Oh, these are some durable snakes. No, let's use heal 2 again. I know we have heal 3, but that takes considerably more of our bar. Okay. Now let's do a detox. Yeah, I was gonna say the thing's gonna immediately poison us again, so I don't know why. Let's use a... Since we just got 2 of them, let's go ahead and use a cure poison. Okay, maybe not. Here's another detox. These things are like super poisonous. Problem is, I'm trying to bait out an attack, but these guys don't attack until you're like very close. And once you're very close, it's very hard for them to... Okay. Okay, that's exactly what we were trying to do, is get more ammo. Don't want to use it all. But now we can... change back to this. Use this to use a heal 3, and we're back to full health. Okay. There's a phone over here. This is our save point. Okay. Looks like... Can't tell what's open and what's not, but... I can see this box when I was looking around. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is an M792, so it's another grenade launcher. Need to see what that first... What is this? Acid effect. Okay. don't think we have a tool right now, but that's something we might be able to use there. Because we can add the acid to our machine gun, and then every round does acid damage. We don't know what's going to be weak to acid, mind you, but... Okay, he's looking at a hole. There's a chest back here. Okay, it forced us to come here. It's here. Looks like rotten meat. I'm going down to have a look. Notify Daniel for me. Yes, wait. Here, take this. Is it another charm? Good luck charm. We've gotten, what, 4 charms from this guy now? Ammo 30. We'll take it. How much ammo are we sitting on? 253. Okay. Alright, looks like we're going to the Chinatown sewers. Okay, we have 2 ways to go. We got left and right. Left leads to a chest with more ammo in it. And a fight. Okay, what do we got down in the sewers? Ah, bats? Great. Okay. Oh, they have ranged attacks. Okay. Oh, that changes your... Oh, that's not good. Alright, well. New enemy type, new status type. It inflicts, I think that's a darkness, if I had to take a guess. That's fine, we could still be topped off at least. Oh, wait, darkness. We don't have anything that deals with darkness, I don't think, right? We could use confuse and see if we can get the guy to attack like his buddy or something. We don't know how to confuse works. So wait for the darkness to go away. Now here's the tricky part, not getting hit again. Okay. Oh, I thought that put him to sleep, but it didn't. Go ahead and heal. Like, this isn't a difficult fight, it's more of a fight of patience. We could also swap to a melee weapon, I think would alleviate some of this. Okay. And then they give us the Cure Darkness. Okay. We're gonna stick a hold of those. Alright. Oh, what's that? Range. Perfect. Use item. Which one do we want to put range on? Okay, one range would make that equal to the one we're currently using. Use on that one. That's fine. Ooh, what do we get to fight in this dark Dingy sewer. Oh, more of these things. Got it. That's what I'm gonna get. Okay, we're gonna try something different. Let's try using the club. The club shouldn't have... Okay, yeah, no, the club still has issues. Because I guess it's because they're not technically in the, I'm gonna get hit with that again, but that's fine. Heal 2. It's very hard to dodge these guys in this small of a space. Thankfully, again, they don't do a lot of damage. It's just the fact that they can stack the darkness on you, essentially. I feel like that. Like, there's no way for me to really avoid darkness in this place. 'Cause it's just... I can't get close to them because they'll hit me with it. I can't get far away from them because they'll hit me with it. Like that. See, it went away and then immediately came back. Eventually, we're just gonna have to get something that... You know, there's one other thing we can try. Oh, maybe we can't. Okay, we're gonna just switch back to our gun, because as soon as this goes off, we have to shoot at them. Like that. We have... What is detox? Removes the... Why could we detox? I don't think that works, right? No, okay. Yeah, these things, again, they're more annoying than anything else. What do you mean, miss? It's in my range. Oh, interesting. They have a range thing on them, too. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to start using the Cure Darknesses on those fights. Don't have enough energy to heal, which is not great. Gonna be another fight, yeah. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot him 3 times. And then we're gonna wait for our energy to get up so that way we can use the heal. Because I think we've officially got to sleep on him. Yeah, there we go. We want to use this. That'll help us out. There we go. Alright, so now we're at full health. Yeah, we have a lot of Cure Darkness now. In fact, we have a full inventory of it. Oh, Lord. Well, we're about to use some of that Cure Darkness, I guess. Oh. Okay. That's good. Not item. Heal 2. So that should be pretty close. There we go. Take all the Cure Darknesses. I'm not sure if there's like a designated path we should be following. But I keep going different ways and keep finding stuff, so... Inventory is full. Yes. Cure Darkness. Medicine 3. We'll definitely take it. That's much more helpful than Cure Darkness. Oh, well, I guess we made it out. Problem is, I wonder if there's something else in there. Might be more loot hidden in here. People often say sewer levels are bad in games, but not really. In your opinion, many are just fine. I mean, I think the problem with certain sewer levels, and this isn't all sewer levels, is they're like this, where they're labyrinthine, right? Like they just everything looks the same. It's hard to. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of bats. I'm gonna dodge all these. And it's easy for people to get lost. So like there's some like legitimate design gripes that can happen, I feel, but I think it's this one. Okay. Using a lot of ammo on these guys. But it also comes to the, you know, when you're designing levels like this, you have to make sure that it's obvious to the player, like where they should go or how they should be interacting with the world. And honestly, I think another thing is a lot of people don't like to think about sewer structures. Adventure doesn't sound fun when you're just walking through literal crap, right? That's just, no one goes, let's go on an adventure, and then walks in the sewers. So I think there's a bit of psychology behind it. Gene Heal? Uses PO to slowly recover HP. Interesting, okay. But, it depends on the player, it depends on the game, it depends on the interaction. Okay, that is a dead end. Good to know. It only heals some guy named Gene. Yeah, exactly. Sure, the bass player for Kiss is very happy about that skill in particular. Aha, there is more stuff. Yes. Ooh, what is that? HP something up, AT something down. Increases max HP, active time recharges slower. Interesting. See, what's cool, though, is with a tool, we can take off that HP max and put it on our current armor. So, there you go. Okay, we're going to do two things here. One, we're going to go ahead and do a massive heal to get our health back up. And two, we have bonus points, which we are going to use on item capacity now. So we are running out of room. I think it's because of all the charms, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to store those charms or keep those charms with you. It's not clear. Because, like, in Kodelka, like, there's an amulet you get from a fountain that if you're not wearing when you fight the boss, first phase of the final boss, it just kills you. You just die. So, inventory is full. Exchange. We just added an inventory spot, though. That isn't 4. I thought we just added an inventory spot. Should have 27 capacity. It says we only have 26, though. Huh. Okay, let's go ahead and sort. There we go. Got a lot of healing items, too. Probably too many. But... of course. And more bats. Oh. Okay, no, only one bat. That's fine. I can actually deal with that. Not if he's gonna shoot that at me, though. I'm fine with poison. Because that's something that we can manage. The first thing I want to do is switch to the club. Because that's gonna give us faster attack. Then we're gonna hit a detox. We're gonna try out this Gene heal. That is not slowly. That is the opposite of slowly. Have too many items. Okay, well, we can use this preemptively. It'll keep us from getting poisoned once. Okay, that was what I wanted. Alright, let's do a heal 2. And then a detox. There we go. Ammo. Nice. We'll take all of that, thanks. So basically what I'm doing right here is I'm following the left wall, because I know I can then follow it on my right side back. Go this way? Can't see anything. This looks like a dead end. Okay. Okay. Oh, there was an item there. Oops. It glistened just as we walk by. Like right here. But we don't have enough room for it, so let's go ahead and jam a... Let's discard one of these. Pick it up. 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 There we go. That is the opposite of what I was hoping would happen. We dropped one just to pick one right back up. And yes, I know I'm not following the strategy I just told you, but if this is shaped how I think it's shaped, it's probably just a big rectangle. So if you follow any of the outside walls, like, that's a dead end. Although we probably should check to see if there's a chest at the end of it. It's kind of hard to see. I don't see a chest, but we'll double check. Oh, there's an item right here. Inventory is full. Fine, we'll use a medicine too, just a... Super tool. We've never used a super tool before. Not sure what that does, but now we have HP max on that. It's kind of what we were looking for. Okay, so there was something here. It was just hard to see. And see, eventually, if we keep going this way, we'll run back into where we started. Because again, I think it's just a rectangle. I think it's like start here, and then like you can just work your way in a direction, but... I think I do see a box down on this side. No, not a box. Just a weird visual artifact. Okay, so here's the box that we opened. So yeah, we basically went like this. Can we go to the right here? We can't. Okay. So that would mean that it's probably polygonally shaped. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to believe this is probably more like Octothorpe shaped, or hashtag or pound sign, depending on what generation you're talking about. Basically what I'm thinking is it's a grid. It goes basically like this. There's these connecting hallways here, and then you have the crossways after each of those hallways, and it goes down, right, and up. So eventually we're going to have each of the corners. So it's basically a rectangle, except it's got cross sections, is essentially what I'm saying. And yes, if you're wondering, the real name for a hashtag or a pound sign, depending again what generation you grew up, it's actually called an Octothorpe, and that's because it has 8 points on the outside. So if you look at a hashtag, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we got some rubble here. Oh, there'd be like a chest hidden back here or something. Okay. Up in front. Nope. Okay, that's what I was figuring. So now we should be able to follow this side down. Now, we'll probably have missed a box in the middle, because that's just how grids work. We're essentially just mapping the outside. Of the shape. Always do it as pound sign, yeah. Yeah, if you used phones in like the 80s, 90s, even into the 2000s, honestly, it was the pound key. There's still a lot of automated message systems that say use the pound key, so it's still used today. Oh, a super tool doesn't break the item. That's good to know, actually. Because that means we've taken the HP off, we can then just pull all of the extra stuff off. That's legit. Okay. But yeah, and then once, you know, internet trends started and people needed a quick way to, like, reference stuff, that's how we got hashtag, which is above, or, yeah, above the 3 key on the keyboard. Okay. The thing is, I think the reason why it got called that, and I might be mistaken, I'm not sure, I haven't really followed the history of the hashtag, if you will, but, is because there's a type of drawing, or technically it's a type of shading, called cross-hatching, and I think that might be where it got the name from, where it got hashtag from specifically. Because the way cross-hatching works is you basically draw lines that would be the shadow, and then you draw lines that go through that in a different direction. And it's called cross-hatching. And I think that's probably where it got it from, although I'm not sure. Again, I have not followed the history of hashtag. Inventory is full, that's fine. Discard. A tool, perfect. I mean, that actually sets it up just so well. Now, there's 2 ways we can use this tool. we could put acid rounds on this, right? So, like, if we take this off, we could put acid effect on the micro Uzi. I need to check something real quick before we do that, though. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't messing ourselves up with how this damage works. So we're gonna go ahead and take that and see. What's cool is we still have one more spot. So we could have used it on the armor to move over these stats, but that's not as sensitive as getting prepared potentially for a fight. Because remember, the Uzi that we have, or the UZ. Ah, see, there we go. We popped out of a different place, and there's a chest. Offense 2. Perfect. Use on this one. Okay. So we could go back in here, right? And then essentially what we would have to do is we'd have to map out. Like, if I had grid paper, I'd probably be able to explain this easier. But we see that there are 4 outlets, right? So we know there's... Can I go to this other side? It's not letting me go to this other side. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back in. Okay. Interesting. So we see there's 4 outlets, right? 2 on each side. So basically the way the grid is set up is it's line, 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 and then 3 or 4 across, right? That's how the grid is set up. So in theory, if we want to get to the next exit, all we'd have to do is go up, over, and then down again, right? So like here, for example, if we go over here, we should have a long pathway. We should have a fight, yes. More bats. I guess I'm gonna get hit with that, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use another darkness. But again, that does 2 things for us. That's like I'm gonna get hit with that. Okay, I think they're both stunned. Okay. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and use a... What am I looking for? Heal. Okay, dodge that one. And we're gonna switch to the club, which will take a little bit longer to fight these things, but there's a reason I'm doing this. Okay, never mind. I only had 1 hit left. So now we should be able to just go to the left and then go down, right? That should be the next exit. The way that they're messing up, like, your ability to draw a map, because this screen is canted, right? So you're looking at it like this when you get to these cross rooms, and then the in-between rooms are like this or like this, right? They're straight up and down, or they're across. But when you get to these rooms, they're like this. So left is essentially like northeast, so it's more of an up. But if you imagine them on a 2D plane, right, if you take it and just recant it back this way, this should lead us back out. This is actually an interesting thing that I saw a while ago now, but man, it's been like maybe even a decade at this point. But they were actually talking about how, like, people that play video games are usually more spatially aware. Like, they understand 3D spaces a bit more, like verticality, distance, and like stuff like that, because of like instances like this where you're having to figure out, like, okay, I went left, that went this way, I went right, that went this way, that kind of thing. So it's interesting to see that, because the test I saw is they basically brought in people that had never played a video game before, right? They never played a video game, and they were like, hey, you know, we're gonna put you physically in a big, like, rat maze where you have to find certain items and bring them to the exit. Ooh, steal and first? That's new. What is that? Quick draw, first attack. Oh, steals item but halves the attack power. That's why it's so weak. I mean, it's just better than what we have, so. We are going to switch, though. That's kind of cool. Now, what's interesting is you can't take stuff off melee weapons and put them on ranged weapons. So you can't take that first attack and put it on like one of your guns. Oh god, who are we fighting on a bridge? Oh, just a singular bat. Well, that makes sense, I guess. But, so they put people in this, like, rat maze, told them to find 3 objects and bring them to the exit. And before they had played any video games, they eventually solved it, but it took a while, right? This is... Ugh. I don't know what that is. Like a main... The audience from the Central Park. Oh, the goop. I'll continue that thought in a second. I want to mention we have not run into a save yet. I have to get the slime out of the reservoir before it infects the whole city. Okay. There's a door back up here. Hopefully there's like a save or something up there. But there's a box over here. Kind of hard to see. Get 4 cured Ds. Are we missing any health? Just a little bit. We'll use a medicine too. Yeah, and get a medicine 3 out of it. Let's go see if there's a save point up here. But so after they did that, they had them sit down for, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And play video games, right? Okay, there is a phone on the wall here. can move the slime in the reservoir by using this control panel. Leave it off. Okay. There we go. We got a save. Perfect. And then they had them, like, it was, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks. It might have been as long as a month, but I think it was a short period of time. And then they took them back and they rearranged the maze so it wasn't the same maze. And they told them to find different items and then basically do the whole thing again, right? And they found that just after a few weeks of playing video games, that these people had much better spatial awareness than before they played video games, which was very interesting. Now, of course, that's something you would have to test over long term with many subjects of many ages and stuff. There's a lot that plays a part in that, but based on the little experiment that they did see just across the board growth, which I thought was really interesting. Like, obviously that has like a pro, you know, video games aren't as bad as you think kind of messaging to it. Like, there's obviously a bias in there. Even if, you know, people don't want to acknowledge that. But I just think it's cool because it's like, you know, people say that there's like no transferable skills from gaming, for example. And it's like, well, that's not necessarily true, right? Oh my. This is the first boss, but twice. Why are they not fighting me? I mean, I'm not complaining too much. Ow! Okay, one down. Perfect. Okay, that takes that much. How much does Gene Heal do? Half a bar. Okay. I think we might be able to fight these guys with a club. They're just gonna walk away. Too many items. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I believe some studies are showing that gamers play... Hold on, I'll read that in just a second after we get done with this fight. Okay, can't get near its tail, otherwise it whacks us. Okay, we're gonna use a big heal here. There we go. Showing games a lot of reading to have higher reading comprehension. Old junk. There we go. I don't like beating down the... Ooh. Oh no, we're taking all of those. I don't. You're not missing out on upgrades. You are crazy. You can have your junk back. Take the range as well. I believe some studies showing that gamers play a lot of games with a lot of reading tend to have higher reading comprehension. People who play driving games tend to be better drivers. Again, it's likely random individual studies, but I agree there's promise in the idea of that non-addictive or destructive gaming can be a net benefit. Yeah, I think the problem is there's a lot of people that come at gaming and they don't see it as anything positive, right? They're just like, oh, it's just it's a waste of money and time and, you know, all of this. But what they don't realize is there are things that can be pros to playing games. One, you know, in a lot of ways, people find it relaxing, right? And what's interesting is people have been doing like gaming-based stuff for a while to relax, to as a hobby, stuff like that. Because like if you think about it, like playing cards or doing a crossword puzzles or anything like that, those are all games, right? The only difference between those games and then like something like this is that this is digitized gaming, right? It's a virtual or a technological experience. Okay, we are going to use that to do this, and then we're going to grab these stats. Perfect. More armor. You know, and then once it's moved to the digital, people start seeing it as something different, right? Oh, you know, those computers are going to ruin your eyes. If you're too close to the TV, you know, this thing's going to happen, that thing's going to happen, right? Like, it's one of those things that people don't like change. And even though you can literally play those same card games, those same crosswords, digitally, it's different, right? And people tend to avoid things that are different. Not everybody, but, you know, people don't like change, just in general. It makes them anxious. Or fearful, right? This game, on its own, can teach facts about mitochondria most people don't want to learn in school. I would take that a little tongue-in-cheek, because there's a lot of things that they're saying about mitochondria that are obviously untrue. Like, I don't think this is a be-all, end-all for that, but yes, there is some things in this game. Like, a lot of people don't even know what mitochondria are, right? And that's just, you know, something about education that's happened, but a lot of science in this game is a little, like, that's not how that really works. But I'm not a biologist, so I'm sure there's probably some, like, deeper facts you could probably pull from it, but... Okay, so now we need to turn it on. Activate pump 2. There's not enough power. Leave it on. Pump 1. Okay. Okay, and that's going to put it in that pool that's past this door. So now we're going to end up fighting, I guess, a giant monster boss. Sludge monster boss. Okay. Up 2. Okay, that didn't do much. Okay, let's go ahead and save again. But that's the thing is, you know, there's plenty of people that have gotten into gaming at varying ages and they've seen varying benefits with memory, with reflexes and stuff like that. But, like, the thing is, too, I don't think, and yes, I do get the irony of mentioning this, I don't think just because there are some positives you can't talk about the negative, because, like, there's a lot of people that get addicted to gaming, or they have issues like the water is too high to cross. Interesting. Or they end up becoming a part of like toxic communities and stuff like that, right? So there are some negatives to gaming as well. Now, some of that is not inherent to the game, it's inherent to the environment around the game. So it runs the okay, there we go. Yeah. Gotta turn it off. But it's one of those that, like, there are good and bad that can come from things. That doesn't make something inherently bad, that doesn't make something inherently good. But there's discussions to be had about those things. You know, like, a big problem that's been talked about for years at this point is the dangers of, like gambling and loot boxes and stuff like that, because those are meant to basically embody the same kind of things that gambling addiction can cause. And we're letting, you know, kids into these environments where they can basically acquire a gambling addiction, right? And because of these loot boxes and stuff. Okay, we got a mole and some bats. I need to switch weapons. We need some ammo, though. Been eating through our ammo because of these bats. Go ahead and use this. So, like, it's one of those, like, you have to learn, you know, how to game responsibly, how to make sure that your children are also being responsible in the things that they do while they're online. We're gonna go ahead and use the heal 3 here. There we go. Wasn't expecting a mole monster. So, like, it's one of those you have to be very careful when you're having these discussions, because, you know, they could have very real impacts on people. And that can of course bring up its own set of issues, but like I said, the problem is people that are looking for reasons for something to be bad will find one reason and use it as a justification, right? That is a big centipede. Something tells me you're probably the boss. Ow. 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 You could stop doing that, please. That would be great. Okay, not a fan. That's not good. Let's use a medicine 3. That is definitely not good. Okay, we gotta shoot the head. Okay, so we gotta switch weapons here. Okay, this boss is a little rough. Okay, we need It's probably better to use a healing item here. Let's go with another heal 3. One's down. I'm trying to get to Gene heal, but... or heal 3, whichever one comes first. Okay. Okay, 1 down. Only 1 to go. Thankfully, by taking out the head, we don't take poison damage anymore. There we go. Oof, what a boss. That one was rough business, dude. What is this? Grenade launcher. Okay. We're gonna have to use a medicine 4 here. Just to get our health back up. But like I was saying, they're when people are looking, oh, I got another train back here. People are looking for something bad. All it takes is one bad thing, and they'll be like, "Yep, there it is, right there. That's the problem," and they'll just stick with that, right? Ooh, a tool, nice. Another tool. Okay. Max. We can take resist stiffness. Okay. What does this do? Is that ice damage? Frost effect. Can you stack effects, I wonder? So if I do this... now we're doing frost and acid. Wonder if that works. Guess we'll find out. One way or another. Okay. Okay. We're gonna take these back. Just in case we run into more bats. But, yeah, and the thing is people on the opposite side will do that too. They'll listen to me talk about that study about how it's better for your spatial awareness, and they'll be like, yeah, see, that's why video games is the best thing for you. And it's like, well, that's not true either, right? The problem is people come in with bias, right? Everyone is biased. It doesn't matter who you are, you're biased in some way, right? It's just normal human. You have an opinion. This is what you believe. This is what you stand for. That kind of thing. And there's nothing inherently wrong with having an opinion or a bias of something. It's just when you let that overtake critical thinking, it becomes a problem. Okay, we got a singular mole. All right, so we're gonna do some level 3. Doesn't have anything. You know, so you have to acknowledge your bias whenever you're doing something to understand that you're leaning in a direction, right? That's just human nature. But if you let that bias kind of control your thinking, then you start disregarding facts, essentially. I see a phone up there to save. Let's go up there and save. We'll go back to the train, because there's also a box here with something. Medicine, okay. I'm gonna go back after we save here. But again, you have to acknowledge that bias, whether that's I think gaming is good or I think gaming is bad. To use the example we've been talking about, you have to think like, okay, why do I think that, right? Why do I believe these things to be true? Oh, we could have hit that save point at any time. Good thing we didn't die on the boss, eh? We would have had to do the whole sewer again. But, well, no, technically we would have just had to do getting to this point again, because we saved in that room before the water. So, like, we wouldn't have had to do the whole sewer again. That's my bad. But yeah, again, you have to think critically. And I think, honestly, that's the problem that a lot of people have, is they don't spend... Oh, that's Brooklyn Bridge. They don't spend a lot of time thinking critically. They go in with an idea of, like, I want this thing to be true. I will find a way to make it true. And once I find that way, I know I know it's the truth, right? And that's very, very harmful to a learning experience. Again, we're just checking around for items and stuff. Because, again, if you're disregarding, especially facts... Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else, unless there's a box right here. Is this a box on the opposite side of these chairs? Looks like one. It is, okay. This will switch out A, cure D. Range 1, perfect. But yeah, let's see, what did you say? It's part of mindfulness, nothing wrong with having opinions or biases. You just need to be mindful that your opinions are part of you and your knowledge and your experiences, circumstances, values. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it, you know. It's just, and that's what I mean by critical thinking, you know, is the idea that you realize that, like, oh, I'm coming at this a place from, you know, an emotional place or a negative place because of these reasons or whatever. You need a key. Why would we need a key? We can just walk out. Okay, can't go that way. Okay. So for a second there, I didn't think that centipede thing was a boss, but I think it is the boss. I think we just took a roundabout way of getting to it. Alright, we're gonna save again. I know I save often, but you really do need to save often. But yeah, it's just one of those things that you learn, one, as you get older, and two, as you engage with more things, right? Like there's plenty of times that, like, I've come in with a bit of knowledge, and then I've had a friend or a family member or something like that was like, hey, so this thing you're saying, it's not true. It's not. There's no basis for that, or whatever that might be. Now, you have to be careful, because sometimes people will be like, oh, well, that's untrue, and here's why, and they'll give you something, and then they don't understand that the data they're giving you is inherently biased and skewed and maybe even wrong, right? So, you know, that's why you have to make sure that you're also doing your own research when it comes to these things. Because otherwise you flip into the other direction, right? You go from, I know about this thing and here's the facts behind it, to someone's handed me something else, so is this the new facts, when they're not the new facts. The old facts were actually the right facts. So, this guy dead? Gate key. Slime's going towards Statue of Liberty? No. Manhattan. The museum. I thought they were going to do a Ghostbusters thing where it's heading to the Statue of Liberty. Ghostbusters 2 specifically. Insert disc 2. Okay, well there we go. That's my question about when disc 2 happens. Alright. Disc 2, here we come. Okay. Discs have been swapped. Let's head back. We know where this key goes, so... But yeah, it's just, you know, something you have to keep in mind when you're taking in information. And also the thing is, you have to when you're getting new information, you have to think about those things that are occurring on the opposite side, right? So if you're watching something and they're talking about how this and that is true or this and that is bad or whatever, like, why is this full? Oh, because we have a gate key now. You have to remember that that information also comes with its own set of biases, its own set of opinions and stuff like that, right? And there's some things in life that there are very little to sometimes not at all, like empirical facts, not imperial. That's a type of measurement, but right, some of this stuff just doesn't have information on it, at least not yet. Or that information's ever changing, because we live in an ever-changing world. So we didn't even have to use the key. It's just assumed we had it. I wonder if you can use a bug for that and just skip right to... Okay, so it's heading to museum, but what is warehouse? There's a warehouse now. Go to the NYPD real quick. We need to store some stuff. Clerk at the desk is gone. Wonder if disc 2 resets anything. Like, can we go back and, like, grab stuff from the locker and whatnot? Very curious about this. Does disc 2 assume you've already looted stuff, or does it keep that... Well, that locker's open, so I'm guessing either it passed the data along or it assumes that you already got it. But yeah, so when you're engaging with stuff, you have to realize that other people that are creating this information, or in some cases misinformation, they're coming in with their own set of biases, their own set of opinions, their own set of experiences, and they're trying to correct or change a perception. So again, that runs its own set of risks. Okay, store equipment. First thing we need to store is Club 2. Now we need to store items. We have a lot of medicine tubes. I think we're going to move on to medicine 3s instead of medicine 2s, because 2 is only 90, but 3 is 180. And we're starting to have a lot more health now. So, 3s, 3. Go ahead and sort. Okay, select your darkness. Your darkness. Your poison. We have another 3. Oh, we have plenty of 3s. Okay. Full cure, revive. We don't need the gate key anymore. Okay, so he only gave us 3 good luck charms? I thought we had... I thought we had more than that, but I guess not. Okay. Oh, wait. Store item. Move. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Trying to think. We hold 28-ish items. So that would be 8 plus 4, which is 12, plus an ammo crate, which is 5, so that'd be 13. And then we have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 10 more spots, potentially. Let's see. Let's look at our inventory. Okay, no, we have 9 spots. That should be plenty. We could put a couple medicine 3s away. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go over here and see what's in here. There's probably another tool. Oh, ammo. Yeah, no, we'll take that. Yeah, let's put another. Let's do that. There we go. We have the cars, but we don't really have much to use them on. Oh, some of the chests did reset. We just picked up another medicine 3. Great, thanks. Alright. Let's go check the weapons room and see if that's reset. Might be locked. Okay, not locked. That's open, that's open, that's open. Okay. I want to check out, there's a warehouse on our map now, so we might want to check that out before we head to the museum. Even if it's locked, that's fine. We'll at least have checked it out. We're gonna save right over here. What weapon do we have equipped? Alright, the right one. Can you get over to your phone, please? Thank you. But alright, let's go check out the warehouse. If it's open, if it's not, then we go to the museum. But yeah, there's the world is at our fingertips now with digital media and social media and, you know, cell phones and networks and all that stuff, but you have to be very cautious with what information you take in from where. Let's check out this warehouse. Pier number 3 warehouse, I think is what it said. Officer Brea. Eve is in there. Why don't you check it out, huh? I'll go call for some backup, okay? So you go check it out. Interesting. Oh, come on, we're getting out of here. Fair enough. PPK. Ooh. Interesting. I'm stuck on something. There we go. Wait. Eve is in here. Why does it want us to go to the museum? Let's say it's just a little rat. Oh, it's a big rat. Wait, they're fighting? That's interesting. Okay, oof. Hit like a truck, but we are going to not waste any ammo here if we can help it. He's also a little bit faster. Oh yeah, he's exceptionally fast, actually. Okay, we're gonna have to shoot this guy. I thought maybe we could club him, but he is way too fast. Oh good, he gave us a lot of ammo. That was rough. Oh, that heals 280. I thought that healed 180. Oh, okay, so I'm using that way too early. Okay, I think there was something over here. Warehouse key, okay. Also, I think the fact that rat, like, instantly transformed also seemed to be stronger than the other rat means that I think Eve is definitely growing in power. Okay, more rats, I would assume. Rat, and looks like an upgraded spider as well. Yep, it's an upgraded spider. They were running back towards me. I'm gonna take the rat off because the scorpion spider thing is probably pretty easy to deal with. Just gotta avoid that move specifically. Okay, everything is faster is what I'm getting. Oof. Alright. Ammo 30. They're giving us a bunch of ammo now. Good, because we're probably going to need it. The box here. Some more armor. A rocket for a rocket launcher. Okay. There's a save point over here. We can also go up here and grab this item where we save. Offense 3. That's powerful right there. Use on this. But yeah, I'm guessing we need the key here. Lock opened. It's gonna put us on that bridge, right? Yeah. Figured as much. Oh, did not mean to go back through that. I was trying to see if there's anything like to the bottom left there, but... You know, it's interesting. So they put in the feature that keys can be discarded when they're used, right? We have yet to run into that being happening in anywhere but the, hospital. Oof. You hit really hard, friend. Okay. More ammo. Perfect. They are dumping ammo on us right now, which leads me to believe that there's probably going to be a big encounter here. How much ammo are we sitting on now? 301. Open. Offense 2. Oh, there's a little bitty chest right here. Defense 3. Okay, we are definitely in the end game now. They are dumping some like high level upgrades on us. And a tool. Okay. Let's take a look at what we have first. Both of these are kind of garbage, to be honest. Can I... No empty slots. Okay, that's what I was curious about. Effect... Oh my god, I can't believe I just learned this. You can take... No. Never mind. It says effect already exists. I was like, can you take something that has... Hold on. That's actually something we need to check real quick. If I take this, and I say this, and I say this, you can. It only took us till the end of the game to figure this out. You can upgrade how many bullets it fires. Because our weapon shoots 3 by default. This one shoots 5. I can upgrade this to 5. So now it shoots 5. That would have been exceptionally helpful earlier on. Actually, before we do that, we're going to go save again. Wow, because basically what that means is when we picked up something that like instead of us powering up this secondary weapon, but it has 4 spots, so it's still worth it. But instead of us powering up this secondary weapon, we could have just found a pistol or something that had 4 spots on it and moved the 5 over, moved the elements over, stuff like that. Okay. Well, that's the reason why I'm playing this for the first time, is because we'll figure stuff out like that. And then people haven't played this game, then they'll know. By the time they get to this part of the playthrough, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's super useful information. But I don't know why it never occurred to me that you could do that. Also, I think I'm using the wrong weapon. This is gonna be fun. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, that's out of range. More ammo, perfect. Oh my god, I can't believe we just now figured that out. What was I gonna do? I'm gonna use healing. 280. Nah, we can go a little bit longer without using that heal. I was gonna go back. Actually, if we're gonna save, we might as well use the heal. Well, we got some healing medicine we could use. Yeah, let's use a medicine 3. That'll also open up a spot. Wow, I don't know why I never thought of that, because early on we had a pistol that was pretty powerful, but it only had like 2 shots. But we were able to find that first like semi-automatic that had 5 shots, but the randomization, which means we could have taken the 5 shots, put it on the powerful pistol, and then all of a sudden we would have had just a strong pistol that fired a whole bunch. Okay, so you could definitely do this quicker then in some cases, but it's fine. I'm fine with our setup, because now we also have something that's like we have a tranquilizer in one weapon, and then we have frost and acid in another. And I think that's going to play a part. Plus, it has a 1.5 rate of fire, which means I think it can fire more or less randomly. And as long as we're fighting a single target, we can get, I think, more crits, but, you know, have a chance to fire less or more. So, I don't know. I still haven't figured out quite how that randomization works, but I think that's kind of the idea. I was like, this looks like a big fight room. Ah, perfect. Big old crab boss. Oof. That hurt. I'm guessing his eyes are the weak spot. Okay. Bubble beam sucks. Oh, he's got crab hands. Okay, so this... Ah! Oh my god! Okay, this boss is, no joke. I don't even know how to get away from that. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a revive. I forgot about that. Okay, I think we're gonna die to this fight. I'm gonna go ahead and let him kill us, because we have discovered that using this weapon is not good for this fight. I thought this boss was just one target. It is 3 targets. So, and we've used a lot of unnecessary stuff. Yeah, go ahead and finish this off. That's fine. We want to do a restart there. Okay. Interesting. So I think what we need to do is take out the hands first. Like, pick a hand and just focus on that. Fighters again, right? Yeah. Very curious why these things all of a sudden seem to have more health. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. We're not going to switch weapons. Because again, I did not realize this guy was 3 separate targets. Oh, the red light. I thought it was a phone right out here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we'll focus on his left. I think that'll be good. Because he was grabbing with his left, right? Yikes. Or this boss being frustrating? Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily frustrating. I think it's just the damage output he's got is kinda insane. Okay, left claw down. That's good. Still not enough healing for that. Let's go ahead and use a medicine 3 then. We need to get our health back up so we don't get one shot. Okay. Oof, those bubbles, man. There we go, heal 3. Those bubbles are really rough. I'm pretty sure I know how to deal with the bubbles. It's just... I think you're supposed to barrier them, but... Oof. Or get very close to his hand. Ow. That hand's really durable in comparison to the other one. We are living a little dangerously right there. Not a fan of those lasers either. gonna use some of this stuff. Okay, no more targets. Go do one more medicine 3. It should get us pretty close to full. Stand next to him. Because he doesn't have claws, there's not much he can do. Now we're going to switch weapons because it only has one target. This has elemental damage. So I think what we have to do is we have to... Yeah, there we go. You have to just stay close to him. Or get absolutely blasted. We don't have any more healing. I'm gonna go with a barrier here. Oof. That guy was rough. That's a rocket launcher. We have acquired a rocket launcher. Hopefully there is not a fight after this. Is that a chest? No, it's like a brick. A tool. Ah! No, don't! I was gonna say, don't kill me like that. That would be awful. Do we have any other healing items? No. We did that for a tool? Or can we climb up here? I'm so confused. What are we supposed to do here? Oh, can we go out here? No? Like, we have a revive, so, like, even if we die, we'll still come back, but... I guess we're just supposed to acquire the rocket launcher. I guess that's it. Sure hope there's no more fights in this area, because we are doomed otherwise. Okay, we made it to a save. That's good. I'm gonna say this on 3. Just in case we might have to do that boss again. To leave with better health. Okay, so the rocket launcher, I'm guessing, is gonna be for Eve. Oh lord, there is a fight. Okay, it's these guys. They're fast, but if I can avoid the webs, we might be able to escape. Yes. Okay. Okay. Gotta get outside. No! It's gonna be the rat, too. Oh, no, it's 3 spiders. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Escape. We are living on the edge right now. Oh, no. Is this gonna be a required encounter? No, it keeps changing, so... It might be a required encounter. See if we can... Trying to... even get around, like, maybe the combat hitbox. Yes. Yes. Are we... Did we do it? Oh, no, we still got one more screen. Is this a usable ladder? No, okay. Leave, please. We gotta get back to the NYPD. We have no health. Oof. We did it. Killed the boss and made it out with a whole 10 HP. We are doing great. Oh boy. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna save, then we're gonna go down, we're gonna heal, store stuff. Like the Black Knight from, or so at this point, yeah. Yeah, we are past the flesh wound portion of the run here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do save 3 here. Ooh boy. Okay, we can do a little bit of healing. There we go. Just a bit, just a little bit of healing. Alright, get us to our storage, please. We're about to just guzzle down all of these rank 1 medications. Use. And a medicine too, why not? Alright, what does that put us at? Oh, there's more ammo here? Ammo, perfect. Alright, what are we sitting at now? 565. So we could probably do another medicine too. There we go. Now we're at full health. Now we need to move medicine 3. We need all of these. Don't need the warehouse key anymore. Anything else in here? On permit, bunch of keys. You know, I think we're going to take some medicine 2 with us as well, just so we can have them outside of combat. We got to go to the museum, which leads me to believe there's probably going to be more fights in the museum as well. Okay, store equipment now. Don't need to bring the rocket launcher with us. We do have a tool. I don't think there's something we can do. I wish you could inspect items in this window. I guess you can go here. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, this is a perfect example. This M16, I think, was one of the first weapons we got. We could have, instead of this being a 2, we could have upgraded it to be a 3 at the very least. I'm just trying to see if there's any... That's 2 and 2. It might not be bad to use the tool on that. We could also do, you know, of here, but I think we have a pretty good... Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Do we go 1, 2, and 2, or do we go 2, 0, 2? I think we're gonna go with the 1, 2, 2, because P energy and crit is going to be helpful to us. I think we do this. There we go. Okay, now we need to put you in here, put you here. You know what's interesting? When we were wearing certain armor, like this, right? High defense, strong, like, so we were taking like 0 damage from certain attacks, but once we switched to the jacket, we've been taking some more damage. I wonder if the armor type has something to do, because, like, see, there's this, they have different symbols. So, like, this is like a heavy, light and durable armor. High defense, strong against single attack? I don't know. Special attack? I'm not sure what SA stands for. Normal armor. Of course, it's a bullet crate. So, I don't know. Do we have any BP to use? We're 2 points off of being able to do that. Okay, just discard. Then we're going to sort our inventory. Then we're going to save again. Items, weapons, armor. Cool. All right, so we got a good amount of healing. We still have 9 spots. All right, so let's go save, and then let's finally go ahead to the museum. I think we did that out of order. I think we were supposed to go to the museum first, and then to the warehouse, because those things seem strong, and I'm thinking that the museum is going to be a lower level. I might be mistaken. The warehouse might be completely optional, an optional way to get a rocket launcher. I'm not sure if that's going to be a requirement for, like, the end of the game, because they have, like, you know, in Resident Evil, you had to get the rocket launcher dropped to you so that you could finish off one of the bosses. I think was it Nemesis? I think it was Nemesis that you had to shoot with the rocket. I have not played the Resident Evil games, by the way. So, I have seen them played in passing. I know a bit about the world and the lore and the characters, but I've never actually played them myself. I just remember that someone's in that helicopter and they're like, take this! And they throw you down. Which I think is also in Dino Crisis, now that I think about it. Which we will be playing after we finish Parasite Eve. Because of all of you lovely people that decided to follow the channel. We hit 300, so we are going to be playing Dino Crisis 1 and 2 after we get done with Parasite Eve 1 and 2. So, look forward to that. We'll be playing, that's the irony, we'll be playing Dino Crisis before we'll be playing Resident Evil. Which, again, if you're wondering, down below the channel, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go to the Twitch channel, in the panels down below, you'll see the rewards for the different follows. And every 100 follows we get on Twitch will turn into a series playthrough. It goes all the way from 300, which we just hit, all the way up to 1,000. At 1,000 follows, which this is year-long, probably future, at 1,000 follows, we will be playing through the entire Final Fantasy series. So that's 1 through 16, if I can get to 16. I don't have a PS5, so I might not be able to play 16, but at least 1 to 15, except 11 and 14, because those are the MMOs. So if you want to see me struggle with old school Final Fantasy all the way there, make sure you're telling your friends and stuff to come on over here and make life heck for me by just throwing a quick free follow. Just wanted to plug that for you guys, so that way if you're watching on YouTube or if you're here on Twitch, you know, down below you can see what the rewards are for the follows. Okay. And basically those rewards are just there so that when people follow, it's kind of a thank you from me to you for following and sticking around with the channel. So, okay. There's Clamp. Okay, the phone's on that side. I was like, where's the phone at? I remember there being a phone here. Let's go to the phone real quick. But yeah. So, you can also see our schedule down below. Again, on YouTube, if you go to the Twitch channel, you can see when we stream and all of that stuff. All the information is on Twitch. Links to that are in the description of this video as well. I link my Twitter, my Twitch, and my TikTok if you are so inclined. So, thank you so much for your support, by the way. Okay. Not sure why there's red lights all over the US here. But water fountain? Garbage can? Nothing? Okay. Interesting. Doesn't seem like there's anything in this room. It's not that I can see. See what Clamp is up to. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna get exploded at this point. Okay, something's been removed. Okay, those doors are open. Aha! What we got? Taking that. If this is anything like the warehouse, it's gonna be a absolute monstrous fight. Hey! Uh-oh, what are we fighting? What is museum monsters look like? Okay, they're animated raptors? Okay, tranquilizers do not work on them, so... Wow, they're also very durable. Ow. Okay, the last burst should kill them, but I'm gonna try to get my health back up. I'm also trying to get my parasite energy back up too, so I'm using the fight here. Okay, that should be good. Please give me ammo. Okay. Yes, we'll take both of those things. Okay, so they definitely don't hit as hard as the stuff in the museum did. How the hell did those dinosaurs get here? They were already here. They're just brought to life. Cool, okay. Well, don't really have a use for that just yet, so... But then again... How much ammo are we sitting on? I know we used a whole bunch. Oh, so we still have 323. Okay, okay. So we're... Then shoot it. It's a wooden door. Just kick it in. Nah, it wants us to travel back through the museum so that way we can get in fight with all these things. What is those? Are those like the little, like the compies, I think is what they're called? They're like little raptors, essentially. Oh, we missed because he jumped out of our range. Okay, it's one down. I don't know what they do. They seem to be just a distraction, honestly. Okay, they do attack you. Got it. Okay, let's go ahead and with a heal 3. Take that attack. Alright. We gotta level up. We have Medic. Removes all negative status effects. And we have 6 points worth of bonus point. Dear Lord. That is absolutely insane. Okay, well... make active time go up really fast. I know we were working on inventory, but like, if we get the active time up fast, like, we'll just be able to kill things quick enough. What else? Let's go look at how much does Medic take? Okay, it takes a good chunk, but it removes all status effects. That's crazy. That's very, very crazy. Look at all our offense and defense. They're all 28. Okay. Cool. We should be able to head back out here and save. I think there's one more room. Yeah. So there's one more room. Okay. We're going to aim for the raptor because they have the reach. But the other ones have to bounce around. That one just has to... Okay, that one's down. That's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and use a heal 2, get our health back. So I want to keep our parasite energy up. Ah, he jumped up range. Okay, I want to do... see if we can hit him with this. No, we gotta wait for him to jump on near us. Doesn't have anything. Okay. Trying to conserve some ammo here, but unfortunately he's a very hoppy bastard. Oh, it got him midair. That's interesting. Get back here. Okay, I think he hops 3 times, and the last hop is going to be close to us. Yeah. Okay. We'll take the ammo. Okay, we're not missing a whole lot of health. How much ammo we got? 254. Yeah, we've been eating through ammo. That's what I was worried about. Okay. So we should be able to save here. There's a little rabbit. How many animals are hiding? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 9. Okay. Oh. Can you do this multiple times? No, okay. And then a fight. They're like, here's some bullets. Also, let's get in a fight. Okay, yeah, we're gonna conserve ammo in this fight because this is a much smaller area. We should be able to like hit these things consistently. Oh, a nice crit. You gonna come over here, or? There we go. Now, and yeah, we're gonna try to conserve some ammo. As long as we fight the little ones, it's fine. We might actually be able to, if I'm being honest, we might actually be able to fight off one of the big ones with our club. Okay. Something this way. Oh, that's the way we came from. Okay. Someone obviously doesn't want me to get through this area. Yeah, certainly looks like it. Can we use this? First nutritional source of the first organism that lived billions of years ago. I don't think it was oxygen. Should have been. Oh. It didn't give us... Okay. Are we gonna have to fight this thing? I guess we're gonna have to fight this thing. Huh. Oh, we didn't get any ammo out of that thing. Oh, so there's gonna be another fight. What are we fighting? Okay. We might, if we play this right, be able to club our way through this fight. We're doing pretty solid. Oh, he ran away from us. This is the only problem. He's like dodging away from us, which is very interesting. Medicine 1. Okay. Not ideal, but... Okay. Come on, man. Stand still. Yeah, it doesn't help that his buddies are also making this a little... bit tedious. See, if we could lock him in a corner, it'd be fine, but we keep getting stun locked by his buddies. Okay, that's one down. Okay, we're just gonna have to shoot these guys. We're gonna be wasting so much time just swinging at them wildly and hoping for the best. Definitely need all of that. Use some medicine too. We are tearing through our ammo though. There's a path down that way. Can't go that way. There's gotta be a box or something in here, right? Guess not. Go down. It's locked. Okay, so that's the other side of that door. Got it. He's gonna come to life too? Just more of these little guys, okay. You know, something we haven't tried? How much damage does this do now? 164, okay. Not enough to really warrant using all of our energy on that. Ow. Up. Another bonus point. Yeah, I think we're definitely supposed to come here first. Since we have so much medicine. Let's go ahead and sort real quick. There we go. Yeah, we are chock full of medicine. I wish we were chock full of ammo, but... Oh my! That has a lot of spots for upgrades. We're definitely new territory to me because I think this is where I stopped playing for whatever reason. Maybe it was a rental. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to go that way. Oh, okay, well, I guess we're getting on another fight. I'm actually gonna run away from this fight, just because I don't want to waste ammo on it. Unless it forces us to, in which case we'll do the fight so we can head forward. Okay. I can't move, so I'm guessing it wants us to do this fight. That's fine. Hopefully they drop ammo. Nope, they're just dropping medicine. Okay, let's go up the stairs then. Mitochondria creates ATP within the cell. How much energy is this equivalent to? I think it's that one, yeah. So it looks like you get multiple tries, but the more tries you use, the less your reward. So first miss, or first get is, you get 30 ammo. Second try gives you 15. It looks like third try and on, you don't get anything. I hate the range of these guys. If I can stick him in a corner, I can just beat the tar out of him, though. I have too many items. That's all I needed to hear. Okay, we used a medicine 2 and got a medicine 2. Also ammo. That's why I wanted to save ammo. Also, I saw a chest right back here. You can see just the tip of it. Inventory is full. Replace an item. Sure, medicine 2 with defense 1. That's fine. Then we can use that on this. And then we can grab our medicine 2 back out. And we can go this way. Can't get through here. Okay. So, nothing there. Oh, is there a chest over here, too? Sneaky. Medicine 2. Oh, CR evade. We like the usable ones because that means we can use them. And then immediately take our item. How are we doing health-wise? Let's go ahead and use a medicine 2. Just to get our health back to full. And also that'll open up a spot. Alright. So we've made it to... Okay, there's a big stone blocking a door up here. Trying to see if there's anything interactable. I don't see anything interactable up here. Okay, so nothing up here. It looks like... Like I said, there is an exit door over there, but there's a rock blocking it, so I'm gonna guess that means we can't go through it yet. We should probably go back and save. But if there's gonna be a boss, they usually give you a save point beforehand. Are we gonna fight those 3 little things again? No. Okay, good. Did I miss something? Can we go behind these? No. Just a dead end. I can't read the plaques here. Which is interesting, because you could read the plaques at the other place. Oh, maybe I need to climb up? If I go over here? No? It's just a dead end. We haven't acquired any items I know about that would be... Oh, there we go, we had to leave. What's that noise? Is it gonna be a giant tiki head? Nope. Something big, though. Ah, so the rocks from the top floor have fallen, so now we're supposed to go up. What are those? Oh, they're pillbugs, or armadillos, or roly-polies. Which means we are not using the right item. Oof, 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 okay. Okay, that guy's asleep. That guy's asleep. Trying to take them out one at a time. Thankfully, tranquilizers work on these guys, so... If we shoot this other guy, we could stun him too, but I'm gonna keep the stun-locked one stunned, potentially. Okay, get him to roll, that's fine. Okay, he's gone. Okay, he's rolling twice. He's rolling more than twice. Stay there. Okay. Let's go ahead and use a heal. Just to get our health back, and while he's stunned, we can let our energy come back. Because with one of them, it's pretty easy to dodge, but there we go. Now he's stunned again, wait for our energy to come back. Because we can use that to conserve it, so... and then what we could do is we could switch club and then smack him. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, medicine 4. Yes, please. 400 HP. I would have loved if they had each dropped to like 30 ammo apiece, but we'll take medicine 4. 3 medicine 4s. They are definitely preparing us for a fight. If that's 1200 HP worth of healing we just got there. So... that's no small thing. Yeah, okay. Not sure how the rocks fell. I guess the roly-polies were in them. Oh, they're I get it. They were fossils, and they got reanimated and they came down like the raptor skeleton. I was wondering, I was like, wait a second, that doesn't even make sense. How did we get giant pill bugs? They were fossils. That's why the rocks fell. I can go up or down. Go down to the first floor so we can save. Also, inventory is full. Yes, we will switch out a medicine 2. Offense 1, perfect. Use offense 1 on... We'll start pumping that one up, because we can always use a tool to bring all the stats over. And then grab our medicine 2 back. Where does this spit us out at, though? That's going to be important information. Nowhere we can do anything with. Okay. Okay, so it was just to go down there to get the Upgrade. Got it. Which means that there's probably going to be a save point on the 3rd floor. Why are you walking all the way around? 3rd floor. Alright, please be a save point. Nope, it's gonna be a fight first. What are we fighting? Okay, just a single raptor. That's fine. Too many items. I'm only doing that because if they drop ammo, we want the ammo. Okay, it's only medicine 1. Use that. Again, we're trying to conserve ammo here. That's why we're chasing this thing around and smacking it with a nightstick. I would say, like, there's one thing that I noticed. Like, I would have loved if there was different melee weapons, but it seems like all that's in the game is just clubs. Okay, 15 ammo, cool. Like, we've yet to find, like, a sword or, you know, or, like, an extendable baton or something. It's just the billy clubs. Go ahead and use one of those. Ah, here we go. Taking mitochondria. By taking mitochondria, which uses oxygen as nutritional source into the body and living with it symbiotically, the bacteria has acquired a tremendous amount of energy. What was the consequence? Aging. Yeah. That's how you know the game is scary. It has a picture of a skeleton. Yeah. Very, very spooky. Spooky, scary skeletons as they were. Yeah, because it uses energy and then the cell dies and that's what creates aging. Something tells me there's going to be a fight in this room. Gonna be with Caveman? Because there's some Caveman over there to the... Okay, this is another one of these guys. I don't mind these guys. They're a little annoying to hit, but if you can stick them in a weird place, force them to run into you, like this. Maybe. There we go. Medicine 1. Got him stuck in the corner. There we go. Smacked him before he smacked me, that's nice. There we go. Level up. 2 points. We got 3 rays. Revives when HP reaches 0. Okay. I'm guessing we have to cast that ahead of time, but... Not missing enough health to do that. Let's do that instead. Actually, it would have been just more... No, it still works that way. And then we got a medicine 1 we can use. Oh, we also have bonus points. I need to... want to do that. Okay, what do we got here? Han and Wilson released the theory stating humans were derived from mitochondria Eve. Okay, this is no longer true. Which organism is thought to be mitochondria Eve? Should be this one, right? Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, the stairs down, I think we know where those lead. What do we gotta fight in here? The bigger rooms, I'm guessing... Yeah, these guys. What if we try confusing somebody? We've yet to have confuse work for us, though. That's the problem. Ow. First thing we need to do, we need to sort. Alright. Two, use that. Can we push this button? No. What this button? No. What this button? No. These stairs should lead down to the... lobby? I would say that's gonna be a fight. I see a box there, so... Ah, more pill bugs. Going to switch to the club. Going to use a heal. Moving away from me. These guys are a little pain in the butt to beat with a club. There we go. Oof. Fighting those with a club was not a good idea. Problem is, I just don't want to run out of ammo. Inventory is full. Yes, we will replace a medicine 2 with a revive. Yes, 100%. No. There's a lot of paths. Okay, that's locked. What about this way? That's locked. It's been a while since we've seen a save point. That's why I'm concerned about every direction we go. I don't want to run the risk of missing the save point. That's locked. Okay, what about this way? Chest here, which means there's a fight here. Also, hello, mitochondria. Oh good, now it's a flying thing. Pterodactyl. Okay. I did not mean to swing. Okay, it spits something at us. Not gonna like it for long though. Ah, darkness, you say. Let's see how much medic. How quickly medic works. Oh, pretty quick actually. Okay. That was pretty effective. Okay, what's in here? Inventory's full. Medicine 2 for a medicine 4, that's fine. We have so much healing now. We definitely should have came here first. We're gonna fight more pterodactyls now. Those are the new enemies. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, time to see if tranquilizer works on them. Doesn't seem to. Honestly, I wish the one parasite power I wish we had was the was like the ability to turn parasite energy into bullets. Oh, we have a range 2 we haven't used. It's like all we have is like energy shots. Okay, let's go back downstairs. It's obvious that it wants us to go this way. Because we found a new enemy type and we fought it again. So let's go the downstairs route and see if we can maybe unlock a shortcut back to the entryway. So that way we can save, because we have not saved in quite some time. Now, I'm not overly concerned on anything but ammo. Oof, this is gonna be a rough one. Still don't know what Confuse does. It doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, that's helpful. Yes. 30 more ammo. Let's go down here. Because there was one path we didn't try. Ugh. Just don't have the ammo for these fights, man. Like, again, if we could get more ammo, I'd be very fine with taking these fights, but I don't think I can get around this fight. See, this is I think the one flaw that I do have with this game. It's just the fact that, like, there's not any real recourse to not having ammo, basically. Like, we still have over 100 ammo, but we're going to eat through that very quick, and I want to make sure that we have some for whatever boss we're going to face here. But there's not, like, an easy way to conserve that ammo. Like, we can keep doing this, but this stuns us, which means we're probably going to end up eating hits. See, we get stunned a little bit when we do that. It's also based on how much energy we have. Should finish it off. Nope. No, it did not. That's a problem I had with Alyssa. He dual-wielded guns and had a time or two where he completely ran out. Saber was... He never used the saber. See, but that's the thing. In Alyssa, which we have played, by the way, if you haven't seen our playthrough, it is down below. As well as on YouTube. We did play Alyssa. The thing is Alyssa gives you melee weapons. Also, the fights are in real time, which means that I don't have to, like, escape to get somewhere else, right? I can't go through here. Wow, we did all of that just to... Can't get through here. Got it. So, my thing is you could do a very Souls-like thing where it's just like, okay, I need to get to this spot, but there's an enemy right here, right? So, instead of going straight through the enemy, I can go, like, pull the enemy down this way, and then I can go around it and get to the thing I want to interact with. Whereas this one... These events are triggered by the room you're in, and escaping isn't necessarily escaping, right? It's just being like, okay, I don't want that fight. But if we move again, we get the fight anyways. It just changes what we're up against, right? Sometimes. It's a little strange. And also, I believe in Alyssa, you had a way to use the cog resources to get some resources back, like bullets and stuff. Also, the guns vary in there. Instead of just using, like, one ammo type, I think they use different ammo types. So, there was a lot of things that I think Alyssa did well. I really enjoyed Alyssa. But yeah, not engaging with the melee system when it's half of the game from a combat standpoint is definitely a choice. Failed to escape. Okay, ow. But that game, like, half the stuff you find is melee, half the stuff you find is ranged, and I will say Alyssa is very, very, stingy with the ammo stuff. I will definitely say that. I remember that being the case. But again, that's because they try to alleviate that by giving you a bunch of different melee weapons. So I'm stuck here. So I don't think that's a problem with Alyssa, if I'm being honest. I think Alyssa handled it just fine. Okay, it's one of you guys. We haven't tried the club on this guy. So we're gonna do that. Okay, gotta avoid the flamethrower. I have too many items. So that means you do drop an item. Oh, okay, that's darkness. Where is medic? Medic is not what I would think for getting rid of things. That's why it keeps throwing me off. Oh, it cures darkness. Okay. That makes sense given what it's causing. No, you don't. Ouch. Come back here. Hey, stop running away from me. Rude. So, okay, take that over the cure darkness. But again, that's just my opinion on it. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but like my thing is when people do things like challenge runs and stuff, you know, like, oh, no melee or all melee or, you know, do it blindfolded or whatever, you know, like the different things, like, then you have to be careful about how you're complaining because you're specifically not engaging with certain features of the game. And refusing to use parts of the game is, someone just locked the door. No! Open the box, please? Come on, hit box. There we go. SV... Oh, can carry more items, okay. So, but you just have to be careful with that kind of critique and stuff, because you're basically being like, okay, half the game doesn't exist to me. Well, that's cool, but it does exist, right? Not that it doesn't exist at all. Go through the window. Good way to get your hands all cut up. But, and the thing is if I slip, I'm gonna be a goner. Well, given that we didn't get to save, let's see. Looks like I can only get in from there. What should I do? Just go down. I think we missed the save point, which would be very unfortunate, by the way. Okay, I just want these guys. I don't mind these guys either. Ooh, if ammo 15, we'll take it. Giving them some butt slaps. But yeah, I love watching challenge runs. I think those are really cool when people like be like, okay, I'm not going to use this, or I'm only going to use this. Like those can be fun, but again. Because I mean, that's been a problem with a lot of, like, gaming critique, too, is people are like, this game's too hard. And it's like, yeah, but you're literally trying to play it with, like, no healing items or, you know, something like that. And it's just like, that doesn't... Yeah, of course the game's gonna be hard. Like, that's the thing, is, like, perfect example is we played through the Sekiro games, and our first playthrough, I didn't finish. I got all the way to the final boss. Okay, stop flying away from me, man. Making this a lot harder than it needs to be. I didn't make it through the final boss, so I stopped our playthrough at the final boss, and I just, like, I could not, for the life of me, get through it. Well, you know, fast forward about a year, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna play up the game again off stream, and just see how I do, right? Just see how it goes. And what I had been doing on stream is we had been playing the Kingsfield games. If you don't know anything about the Kingsfield games, they're basically these first-person dungeon crawlers done by From Software, which are the same people that made Sekiro, Dark Souls, all of that. And oof, this is gonna suck. I wonder if we can. Why can we not energy shot? Oh, because we don't have a gun equipped, I think. Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah, you can't energy shot without a gun equipped. I'm gonna use our power on this. But what I learned from Kingsfield is you can't play Kingsfield, and what I carried into Sekiro, you can't play that all willy-nilly, right? You can't just be like, this is how I want to play the game, so this is how I'm going to play the game. Because those games will punish you for that. Very, very, like, bad. Like, it's a super strong punishment. So you have to play within the mechanics of that game. And so that guy should go down quickly. Okay. Now we're going to switch back to our club here. So when I played Sekiro the second time off stream, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play by Sekiro's rules, right? It wants me to parry everything, right? That is the mantra of, or one of the mantras of Sekiro. And I played the game how the game wanted to be played instead of trying to like brute force my way through it, which is what I was doing on the first stream playthrough, right? And I was able to get through it. I did it. I actually stopped at the final boss and actually made a recording, which again is up on YouTube, of me fighting the final boss, but having used the mechanics that the game had taught me the whole time, right? Instead of trying to fight against them. Which is what I was doing in my first playthrough. And once I did that, it took me only took me 10 tries, which it's a hard game, it's meant to be hard, so 10 tries is actually not that much. Ooh, we got another level up. Nice. But in 10 tries I beat Sekiro, which was a very good feeling for me. Because I was like, wow, I actually defeated it, you know. Some people are a lot better at it than me, obviously, and they're able to get through it, but that's fine. But at that point I realized it's like, okay, when you play a game, you have to play the game within the confines of the rules you're being taught, right? And if you don't, you're going to have a harder time. Now, that's not saying you can't eventually succeed, right? You can brute force your way through enough puzzles and combat to get through most games. But when you start doing stuff that's outside of what the game is teaching you to do or the game is expecting you to do, you're going to struggle, right? And that's the lesson I've been taking forward ever since we played Kingsfield, which has been, I don't know, like a year now. Ooh, stilled ammo 30. Doesn't have anything. Okay, that guy's down. Doesn't have anything. Okay. Well, the first guy had ammo 30, which made it more than beneficial for us to do that. Select medicine 2. So, you know, that's kind of my takeaway, like with like you were talking about with Alyssa and stuff, is once you realize like what the game expects of you, doing that thing will usually lead to the game being easier or even conquerable, which is something that, you know, may seem like it's out of reach. Especially when you play really difficult games. Museum shop. Oh, there was something in here. I accidentally pushed X to stop. Oh, there's more than one thing in here. Pure poison. Oh, there's a tool in here. No. Oh, interesting. I was not expecting 2 items in there. Okay, if we have a tool. Can we use this anywhere useful? Not really. To use their bonus points, yeah. But yeah, that's something that I glad I realized, because it's made gaming a little bit easier for me once I realized, like, oh, trying to play my way isn't always going to lead to success, right? Now a lot of times you can, right? You can just boom, 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 go through it. But that's the one thing that I like. If people are struggling with games, it's one thing that I would recommend is take a step back and go, okay, what has the game taught me? What does the game expect from me? And how can I reach those goals, right? Okay, we can go down these stairs. I'm trying to get to a save point. Oh God, I do not want to fight this duo again. We can help it. We can go down these stairs. If the gates close, I won't be able to get through. Oh, okay, so that's going to be the shortcut we open up, is opening the gates. Okay, and that door was barred, I believe, so... Alright, so no, we were going the right way. This game is just making sure that we, are, ready and prepared. We're gonna get in another fight here, probably. Yep. But yeah, again, you'd be very surprised at how easy a game becomes when you realize what the game wants from you. And then you start doing that thing. Because that's the thing with, like, Souls games, too, that people, like, forget, is some Souls game, they expect you to, like, dodge or block a certain way, but people will try to do it a different way. Like, there's the joke of, like, the rolling, you know, just consistently rolling multiple times, and that works in some Souls games and doesn't work in others, right? So it's one of those that you have to start figuring out which games expect that of you and which don't, and then use that information to beat that specific game. Also, a lot of Souls games, they're about a dance. They're about a back and forth, right? You do a thing, the boss does a thing. You do a thing, the boss does a thing, right? And you're looking for those openings. How much ammo are we sitting on? 205. I think I don't really want to fight these. Like, if it was just the flying thing, I would be fine. But if it's a flying thing and a rolling thing, those things are going to be kind of hard to deal with without spending ammo. But okay, looks like we get the same encounter again. Failed to escape. But, you know, once you learn about, like, oh, this is when this boss has an opening, or this is when I can strike, and once you learn, like, how fast you swing versus how fast the boss swings, okay, so we have to take this fight, because we've run away from it 3 times, and I don't think it's going to let us pass otherwise. Okay, well, there's another way we can deal with this. We have to switch weapons, though. We can just energy shot. Let's do the roly-poly. Because if we can kill the roly-poly, then we can just use the nightstick on the thing. Okay. Also, we had 223. How much ammo does that use? Oh! Wait, that doesn't make sense. It says we have... When we do this, it says we have 222 bullets. But when we do this, it says we have... Oh, it's counting the bullets in the gun. Okay. I was confused there for a second. I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, it's little things like that that'll make, you know, games easier, is just learning. And I know, again, learning is something that people don't like to do. You know, it's like you don't play video games to learn. Why would I want to do that? You know, that kind of thing. Oh, we forgot to use this. Probably should. I'm gonna use a medicine. I know we don't need to, but if this guy has ammo on him, I want to get it. I don't think ammo takes up space, so he might not drop ammo. But I just want to see what it is. It's probably the darkness remedy, if I had to take a guess, because that's what he dropped last time. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things you gotta, you know, figure out and learn. And again, people don't like to do that. They just like to play the game, you know, how they want to. Which is interesting because, like, yeah, I figured that's what that was. Because there's a lot of games, especially when you get into competitive games, that have a lot of learning involved. And people will play those, and then they'll get upset because they keep losing and losing and losing, and they're like, well, this game's just broken. It's like, no, it's that you're not learning from the mistakes that you're making, or you haven't learned how the game is expecting you to do this. Now, don't get me wrong, games can be broken. Like, there are plenty of games that have come out since forever, since the beginning of time with gaming, they're buggy, they're messy, they you know. I'm gonna go ahead and put this preemptively. This is a big room. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bait out that attack. I'm gonna wait for our P energy to get full, and then I'm going to energy shot the big guy. We're just gonna get a stun, that's fine. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Oh, he's right outside of range, that sucks. This guy should have like 1 hit left on him, so yeah. And we'll switch the club. And we're gonna let our energy come back here. But yeah, it's one of those things that, like, learning can be paramount to being successful at a game. Or anything, really. And if you're, you know, refusing to learn those things, then yeah, it probably just has a healing item. There we go. Ooh, lots of ammo. We'll take it. But a game that doesn't make failure too painful or too, so you can actually learn and get a bit better. Yeah, that's. I think that's why people kind of bounce off the Souls games, is because learning is very painful in those games. You know, you have to do the run back or something like that. Now, Elden Ring has kind of changed that formula up a bit. Can you please tell me there's a phone around here somewhere? I would love to be able to save right now. I'm gonna go over here first. But, okay, can't get through there. That's all I needed to know. But yeah, those games make losing very painful, but they also make the winning more rewarding, so it's kind of a balance. But... ah, there's a phone. Let's see, where's the alarm? Probably over there with that flashing thing. Deactivate. Okay, we deactivated the alarm. Can we see... hey, something's on the camera. Eve. Where is she? That room. Where is that? That's a different form of Eve. She's on the 4th floor. Okay. Alright, so we had some stuff we needed to use anyways. We have a defense to use on the jacket. We're going to go ahead and use this tool as well to... I wish we had more super tools, because what I would love to do is put this stuff... like, we would need... what? 2 super tools to change it to put the grenade... well, I guess we would just... yeah, no, we would need 2 super tools and then a regular tool. But anyways, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. Just to give us a little bit more armor. Okay, phone please. Phone please. The phone. It's closer here. There we go. That was a trek. I'm pretty sure we missed a phone somewhere in the middle of that. But yeah. But it's, again, it's just one of those that, you know, it comes with learning, it comes with playing, it comes with doing. Okay, so the alarm's off, which means that we can probably use the stairs. Uh-oh, cutscene. Uh-oh, that's gonna bring the T-Rex to life. Well, I think we found our museum boss. Can't believe it. That's how she controls an object. And of all things, she's crazy. You think? Okay, so can we go this way now? We can. Been this way? We have. Okay. Trying to figure out where we can go. Okay, this leads back this way. But, yeah, also difficulty is one of those interesting things that, you know, varies from person to person, because the skills you bring in to something difficult will change how difficult something is for you. And it's interesting because difficulty is kind of hard to quantify from a game design standpoint, because you might think like, oh, well, this thing having 100 health, that's perfectly fine. It'll require you to use some resources, blah, 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 right? And then, like, a player gets their hand on it, and they're like, man, this is just too much health. I just can't get through this health. Because you have to remember, when you're designing something, you've had the time to, like, look at it and test it and modify it and all of that stuff. Whereas a player... I need a key for this one. Oh, interesting. But the player hasn't done any of that, right? They don't understand how the systems work and stuff. That's why, again, it's important that when you're designing something, you get that information across to the player. So, and some games do really good at that. Some games don't. But, and the thing is too, like, Souls is another good example of, you know, how you choose to play it also can make a game easier or harder for you. Okay, is this gonna open up the stairs? Oh, it's an elevator. First floor? Do we have to beat the T-Rex first, or can we just go straight up to Eve? I don't know. There's a phone here. But because there's used to be, you know, difficulty was always just like health and damage, right? You increase the health, you increase the damage, the thing is harder. Which, arguably, yes, that can be true, but it's not always the only factor in difficulty, right? And some games fall prey to that philosophy of where it's just like, oh, well, the only way to make this game harder is by making this boss tankier or do more damage or have some, like, weird, you know, unfair, what's it called? Like, ability, right? It's actually one thing. There's a trope in JRPGs, and it's part of the reason why I don't like JRPGs, is most of them, even when we started playing Shadow Hearts, this happened to us. They'll have it where the boss has, like, something that's close to an insta-kill or an instant kill, and it's just meant to be there so that it eats up your resources, right? So it's just like, okay, this boss can, like, pick a character and they have to die. Well, if you don't have revived resources, you're kind of out of luck, right? Why can we not open it? There we go. If you don't have healing resources, you're out of luck. You know, stuff like that. And it's just like, those are not, it's not because those are difficult, it's because that's where it becomes unfair, right? Because it's like, if you have no way to, like, block that attack or like stop it from happening or something like that. Okay, well, I think we found where Eve is. You just die, right? We'll recover. That's all HP. Got it. Okay, so I guess we have to deal with the dinosaur first. Which is what I was trying to do, but... Oh, something's in here. Oof. Can we get out of this? No. How about now? Perfect. And that's where the next level, and again, I've talked about this on other, like, videos and stuff. That's where another, like, facet of difficulty comes from, is like, you have to make something difficult, but you don't want to make it unfair. right? You want to make sure that your player has or can get the equipment or the tools or the skills to be able to handle the challenge you are giving them, right? And if you don't give them that, it's unfair for the player, because they're like, okay, well, I have no recourse to this. I just have to just eat it and hope for the best. I'm gonna say, I think we're gonna end up having to do this fight. I'm also trying to learn how this running away mechanic works. Usually we don't run away, but I'm trying to conserve ammo. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to do this fight. So if we can get it down to 2 enemies, I think we'll just take the fight. Just because we can use our, like, power shot to, like, kill one. Let's go ahead and equip our weapon. But yeah, if you have too many unfair mechanics, that'll also start making the players fall off of that, because they're like, well, I can't beat this boss because it just one-shots my party. And that feels very bad, because it's no longer a skill thing or an equipment thing, or, you didn't explore enough or something like that. It becomes well, that's just how this works, so you either get through it or you don't, And sometimes those can be fine. They can be used as, like, a test of, do you understand how the game works? But when it stops being, like, a test and is more like, oh, we just wanted some, like, obtuse, difficult, unfair obstacle to stop the player from, being able to, like, beat this part, then you've got a problem. I know one of these guys is the weakened one. It was that one, yeah. Now we're going to use another energy shot here. Which is going to get us hit, which is fine. Let's try switching to the club. Maybe we can get some... off here. We need to wait for our energy to get back up, so that way we can... Why is our energy regenerating so slow? Almost like not regenerating at all. Okay, let's just go ahead and use a medicine 3 then. All that. Okay, so I think that's why that was a required encounter, is because they were trying to give us ammo. Okay, do we go this way? This way. Okay, we've been there. So we're going down, it looks like. I was trying to remember where the T-Rex was, because I remember seeing it, but... The store? Someone in there. Press a clamp, don't move. Put your hands in the air where I can see them. Mida? There's something I really needed to test. Can I put my arms down now? Why is Mida here? Did you come back here alone? Daniel came with me as part of the way. Where is he? He went to look for something at the hospital. Should be on his way here. Oh. Haven't been any combustions recently, so Anyway, I asked Wayne to make this back at the station. Please use it. What is it? Yes, I have to explain later, but I believe this will have some effect against Eve and the creatures she controls. Thank you. I guess I'll have to wait and see what it does. Mida's gun. It has one attack. I came across some findings. First of all, there was a blood serum that with Naya's name labeled on the freezer. Sister's name. Research code for it was called Eve. And Eve really is. It appears to have been made up of liver cells. He was culturing them in the past. What do you mean? What for? I don't know. There isn't any data left, but it seems Dr. Clamp has been culturing them for years. Recently, it appears was conducting research. I thought that said conducing. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Conducting research on artificial sperm. For Eve, of course. Yes, he wanted to exclude the mitochondria from the sperm and create new sperm with no parasites, only with a nucleus. Without the mitochondria? Yes, he took the sperm created here and moved it to the hospital. There he would artificially... Oh, wow. Then what was the HLA list for? Professor Clamp. The ordinary beings will never comprehend my level of research. I'm placing you under arrest as a ringleader of this operation. What you did, this isn't something you can get away with. Do you understand? You are pathetic. Wow. Why put yourself in the human domain by reciting meaningless laws? They're meaningless, do you understand? I would just shoot him in the legs. Bam! Stop walking towards me. Guess you haven't told your little friends yet. Your mitochondria has special powers, doesn't it? But sadly, you still have the form of a human being, don't you? You can say all you want, but I'm here to arrest you. I'm not letting you interfere with Eve. Do you hear? Do you understand? Aya, look out. Well, he's been waiting to do that all game. Thanks. I didn't see the scalpel. Just in time. You let him get close to you, man. Like, you should not have let him get close to you. You knew he was going to be armed. He's crazy. Why didn't you shoot? Yeah, you could have been killed. I know. Well, I don't know. We got, like, parasite powers. I don't think a scalpel's going to put us down if a flaming pterodactyl can't. He's conscious again. Yep, handcuff that punk. Oh, we're not going to handcuff him. Dolus to the rescue. Officer Dolus, why didn't you shoot me? What? I know you hate me. What do you want to say, huh? Of course I hate you, because of you, Lorraine's... Lorraine? So I see that your boy managed to escape. What? You, I should have killed you way back. Someday you're gonna pay for this. We'll see, we'll see. What are you planning to do, Professor? I love how there's like an animated T-Rex out there, and we're just like, hey, let's have a conversation right now. You'll love this. I'm waiting for the birth of the ultimate being. Mitochondria is passed on from the mother, but you see, traces from the father can also be found in minute quantities. According to Eve, her sister in Japan was unable to attain ultimate goal because the father's side of the mitochondria caused a rebellion. For Eve to succeed this time, I created a sperm without a male mitochondria DNA. The creation was a success. It's now pregnant with Melissa's body? Wait. Oh. How can that be possible? We gotta kill Eve. Let's go. You humans are so weak, so stupid. Wow. This guy, he really needs to be knocked out again. You may have been able to barge in here and do things your way until now, but things are going to change. I won't let you interfere with Eve anymore. Eve, can you hear me? You don't have to wait anymore. I'm ready. What are you talking about? He's gonna blow the whole place up. No, he's just gonna set himself on fire. I see, your mitochondrial power doesn't allow you to burn. Why? Why stay here and try to save me? First of all, I'm a cop and it's my job, and after all, I am human. Like I said, humans are pathetic. Clamp key. Okay. Guessing that's the key we needed. Got anything else going on over here? Dr. Psycho? It's interesting, because, like, a lot of that seems silly, right? Like, the idea that he's been helping and doing this the whole time. But, like, it's crazy the lengths people will go to be, like, remembered or powerful, right? And, like, he's just, like, that's just another thing, like, he's just fallen prey to that, like anybody else would. He wants to be, you know, like, he wasn't famous enough, he wasn't powerful enough, right? That's kind of the problem with that cycle. Jesus Christ, okay. Ow. Okay, we're gonna have to take out one of these guys, because I cannot fight these guys all at the same time. Okay, he's gone. Now, what we can do is use energy shot on this thing. And then we can switch to our club to finish off this guy. But it's interesting because, like, a lot of people, like, you would think this kind of thing is, like, outlandish, but some people they really do, like, they will do anything to remain relevant or have a legacy, and it seems like insane at the time, but people will do just about anything to do that kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy, because, like, you would think, like, again, it sounds, like, really weird, but take all of that. We're gonna switch this out. I think we got a medicine 1. Yeah, we're gonna switch that out for a medicine 2. But a lot of people, like, they don't want to be forgotten. That's a legitimate fear. There's a fear of being forgotten. Okay, I don't know why we're having so many fights all of a sudden. Okay, this is not good. Just trying to fight this thing, the club, while we have roly-polies coming after us. Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna barrier here. Reason being is I want to try to beat this guy up with just the club. But I don't want to take any damage. Oh wow, he darted to a different direction. That's interesting. Okay, so that ate that hit. That's fine. Wish it would quit flying away from me. So we're probably gonna eat another hit there. Doesn't seem like we did. You stop running away from me. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and use the heal 3. Some people even do it to be infamous too. Sometimes it's for money or power, sometimes it's for validation, sometimes it's an ineffective coping mechanism. Yeah. Yeah, there's people have different driving factors on why they do the things they do. And you know, it's just kind of sad to see when, you know, people are doing terrible things to themselves or to others just for the sake of being, you know, remembered. I don't actually remember what the actual name for that fear is, but yeah, the fear of being forgotten is a very real thing. But also some people, they believe they're doing the right thing, which is an interesting like psychology to peel back. Like Dr. Clamp here, he's trying to create, you know, the ultimate being, right? And for him, that's like the ultimate scientific discovery, right? Like, why would you not want this, you know, perfect being to have and to study and to exist? Well, obviously, we know logically it's because that being is going to try to destroy everything, or will destroy everything, given what we know. There we go. Let's see. Do we have a medicine 2? I think we have a medicine 2 down here. Yep. But and sometimes people do stuff without having a reason. That's something that happens too. Is they just don't have a reason. They're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I want to. Which you could argue is the reason, but like, it's not like a defined thing. It's just, okay, used clamp key. Okay, I'm guessing this is where the boss is. Another scorpion, huh? Ow. Okay, we cannot beat it with that, but we are going to do... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you have to have an actual weapon in order to do this. Oof. Okay, poison, that's not good. I would like a save point before we go walking in there. I would say that Triceratops looks like it's gonna wake up. Okay, there's only one target there, which is what we want to hear. We switch to this. Okay, it shoots lightning. Die already? You're not even the boss. Parasite powers are evolved. Liberate. Liberate mitochondrial control. Wow, six bullets. Thanks. What does that mean? That's interesting. Oh, okay. Why? That was rude. Now we gotta fight the T-Rex, right? My body feels like it's going to burn up. Ammo? Yeah. Medicine 4. I wonder if they're preparing us for something. But it happened to be that thing? Go ahead, hop down here. Yep. For one night only, we're playing Dino Crisis. I'm kidding. Okay, one target. Perfect. We have to check the targets, because otherwise this thing will start shooting around at everything. Okay. That's an interesting move. It jumps and it breathes fire. Okay, it can breathe fire all around it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and use a heal 3. Ow. Okay, run! I'm stun locked there. That was not good. Okay, so when he breathes fire, don't be anywhere near him. Full recover. Stores all HP. Oh, I thought that was an item pickup. That's not an item pickup. That's a spell. That's a parasite power. That's insane. Okay, ouch. Okay, ow, ow. No fair. Your fighty self to over there. You gonna swing your tail at me? Okay, no. So getting behind it gets that attack done to you. Got it. Let's use a medicine 3. You die. Heal 2 or heal 3. Okay, don't like that move. Okay. Okay, interesting. So there is a way to not get hit by that. Okay, woof. That's a dead dinosaur. M8000. Cool. Alright. Triceratops and T-Rex out of business. We're gonna see if there's anything else. What? We have enough. Okay. We need to use a medicine 3 twice. There we go. Get some health back. Okay, where do we go from here? I guess down this way? Ah, here we go. And there's this, which I'm guessing leads us back to the front hall, which is where we can save. Yep. Which is where we can save. And then confront Eve. Second. Okay. Alright. We'll have a lot of ammo. Used a lot in those 2 fights. Let's see. How much do we have? Let's go ahead and sort this. Okay, how much ammo we got? 144. Yeah, that's not a lot. We do have the rocket stuff, but we don't have the rocket launcher, so it doesn't matter. Let's go BP. Got 3 points to spend. I'm all of them to active. Just all to active. Okay, we're gonna save again now that I've spent those points. Save offer. Or don't. It's your life. Okay. And with that, friends, that is where we are going to call it. A stream.